Ludwig the Holy Blade is the first boss that you will encounter in the Old Hunters DLC, and holy shit is he an introduction to it. First, let's just talk about the design. Ludwig looks absolutely disgusting, and it fits so perfectly into what Bloodborne is all about. It's not just his design, but it's also the arena too. Fighting this amalgamation of a horse inside a dungeon full of bodies and blood, it's just nightmare fuel. But that's what makes the design so good, because the DLC takes place in the Hunter's nightmare. It's all about nightmares. Then there's the crazy switch up to phase 2. Ludwig somehow retains some of his humanity, standing up on his hind legs and fighting you with the iconic Holy Moonlight Sword from all of the Souls games. The juxtaposition between phase 1 and 2 is really just unmatched. The only other fight that I've seen done this is Malekith the Black Blade from Elden Ring, and that fight was also amazing. And we can't really talk about the design of this boss fight without mentioning the music. Like, just listen to this shit and let it bless your ears for a few seconds. Now with the actual fight itself, the first phase of Ludwig is the hard part in my opinion. It's super chaotic as he's constantly charging the player and there are non-stop attacks. You can't parry this boss, so you really have to learn how and where to dodge certain attacks. A lot of mastering phase 1 is really just knowing your position. Also, he has a ton of different moves that can be woven all together, making it a more reaction-based fight where you have to pick your attack windows very carefully. Phase 2 is a whole different story, and it begins with an excellent cutscene. The fight becomes a lot easier to understand because his moves are more telegraphed with larger openings, almost like you're actually fighting one of the humanoid bosses. A detail that makes this part easier than phase 1 is that Ludwig can actually be staggered if you do a good amount of damage quick enough, and this can take out a large chunk of his health bar. Ludwig is a perfect boss and the #1 boss in Bloodborne for many people, and for good reason.